Hi, I'm Marty Nimko. This is another of my short stories. This one is called Blank. I'm an actor, although I need a day job to pay the rent for my apartment in Williamsburg. That's Williamsburg, Brooklyn, not Virginia. Most of my fellow actors have day jobs, but I don't tell them about mine. Cleaning oil storage tanks at Earp Oil. And at age 54, I don't think you're surprised to learn that my back and knees are bad. I'm amazed they've held out this long. I wasn't surprised when I was invited to audition for another part at my home theater, Brooklyn Community Theater. After all, I had pretty big roles in Death Trap, Brighton Beach Memoirs, and Hamlet. No, not the title role, but King Claudius isn't too shabby. But I didn't expect to be invited to audition for the lead, Willy Loman in Death of a Salesman. Ever since I was 50, that was my dream role. But in my previous play, which was a year ago, I had trouble getting off book, that is, memorizing my lines. And twice during the run I went blank, or as they say, went up. It's rather a poor term for forgetting your lines. Going down would seem more apt. And the Willy part, I actually counted 350 lines. I thought, well, I don't have to memorize anything for the audition. They'll just have me read from the script. But what if they cast me and then I see I can't memorize that much? I'd hate to drop out in the middle of rehearsals. It would be tough to get someone else, at least someone good, who'd be willing to cram all that memorizing, not to mention acting, into just a few weeks. But I tried to memorize at least the sides. Those are the pages that the director asks you to read in an audition. Those that the director is most likely to choose. The director usually chooses important passages, like in Death of a Salesman. I put in 34 years into this firm, Howard, and now I can't pay my insurance. You can't eat the orange and throw away the peel. A man is not a piece of fruit. And I did have more trouble memorizing than ever before. I even Googled to find techniques for memorizing a part and found a multisensory approach. I made a recording of key scenes on my phone, then listened to them while I read along. When I felt I knew what my next line was, I turned away from the script and said it. That way, each time I got instant feedback, and that helped, but I came away feeling that auditioning was risky. I was tempted to cancel my audition, but give up the chance to play Willy Loman? I couldn't resist, and so I showed up. There, waiting in the lobby to get called into audition, were 15 Willys, 15 old guys, all dressed in the beaten-down style Willy would wear. Everyone wants to look the part. I had plenty of time to stew or to walk out. It turns out I was last. That's usually great because directors like to save the best actor for last so they can compare that actor with all the preceding ones. Not surprisingly, because of my experience at that theater, because I had practiced so much and only had to read, I did fine, and the director offered me the part on the spot. In previous years, I would have been ecstatic, but because of my fear of going up, I was tempted to tell her how nervous I was about memorizing and that she might want to give the part to someone else, but I couldn't muster the courage, so I said only, "Thank you, that will be an honor." But I did struggle to learn my part, multisensory approach or not, even though I studied before work, during most breaks, and after I got home. But I loved the first rehearsals, when we were just reading from the script. Everyone knew The Salesman's an iconic play, maybe the ultimate anti-capitalist play, and all the roles are great. So the director was able to recruit top talent, most of whom had more high-level experience than I had, not just the actors, the set and lighting designers, the costumer, makeup person, stage manager, prop mistress, everyone. I suppressed that I had 350 lines, that I'd soon need to know, and that I'd have to keep knowing through the play's 16 performances. Then came the first off-book rehearsal. I had never been scared at one before. At the first of those, the actors would, without embarrassment, call, line, and the stage manager would patiently give the first few words. But I knew that my memorizing wasn't at all solid. It was jello. I was scared. It turned out to be worse than I had even feared. I called line 6 times, and once I just went blank. Deer in the headlights blank, for a full 5 seconds before I could muster line. Everyone was nice about it. After all, if they weren't, it would just make the actor more nervous and therefore more likely to be a problem. No actor likes it when a scene partner goes up, let alone during a performance. So it serves them to appear patient and supportive. But I knew what they were thinking. So at the end of the rehearsal, I told the director that I was too afraid I couldn't memorize all the lines, and so I was dropping out so another Willy had plenty of time to get off book. She feigned sadness. "I'm sure you could do it, and you're such a wonderful actor." But like all theater people, they know how to fake it, and I was sure she was relieved. I went home and thought, now what? Just more cleaning oil tanks and fucking up my back even more? I thought about teaching acting in a college or acting school, but I'm more a natural than a schooled actor. I don't think I could teach what I do. So I help out during rehearsals and plays at the high school, teaching kids basics like don't act, react, and project. You can be a great actor, but if the audience can't easily understand what you're saying, you failed. Diction, diction, diction. I'm surprised that I'm enjoying that even more than acting. When you're an actor, you're mainly waiting for the right audition, waiting to see if you're cast, waiting to see it's your scene at the rehearsal and at the shows, and it's all stressful. Helping the kids is all pleasure, all helpful, no stress. In years past, if I wasn't cast, I wouldn't go see the show, too painful. But with Salesman, I will go to opening night, and with renewed appreciation for all the work, all the talent that goes into even a community theater production. In any case, that short story is called Blank. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.